Hello there. Today I wanted to talk about something that is very important to teach our kids. I realized about this with the incident that happened in my household not too long ago. When my 13-year-old nonverbal autistic child was having a meltdown, she accidentally hit the table, and on that table was a mug that my little typical child loves, and she uses it for everything since we got it for her. So that cup accidentally fell and the handle was broken. So after all the meltdown was done and everything, I had to tell my little one that her mug was no longer usable. So she, being a typical 10-year-old, was not happy about it. And just like any other child, she stomped her foot and she called out her sister's name and she said, "You are so annoying." And I was, at that moment, I felt like me as a parent need to do better on this. So I told her that first I said that I was sorry that it was broken and that I will see if we can replace it with a new one. And after she was a little calmer, I told her um, that her feeling annoyed that her cup was broken was very valid, but her calling her sister annoying was not the right thing. I felt like I had to teach her at that moment that her feelings are valid, but she cannot label the other person as annoying or just because she didn't like what they did. And, in a way, my 13-year-old autistic child, she has severe autism with mental retardation. So she really does not understand what annoying is and what an annoying person is. So it really doesn't affect her as much as it would have if it was somebody who knew what it is to be called an annoying kid or annoying child. So I told her that you I told my typical child, my 10-year-old, that you have all the right to feel the way you feel. You were annoyed that the cup was broken and it was your favorite cup, and you are probably a little angry too. And that is all valid. Those feelings are okay to have. So the right way for her to address this would have been to call out her sister's name and say, "I am annoyed that you broke my cup." And I think that would have been um, very, very valid in this situation where she is labeling her own emotions. And, everybody has the right um, to their opinion, to their emotions, and the emotions are never wrong or right. So that's how she felt, and it is okay to feel that way. But when she said, "You are so annoying," I thought that was a little bit too much. So I asked her, "What if this happened with a friend of yours who knows what annoying is?" And she said, "Well, I would not say that to my friend, on her face at least." And I was like, a 10-year-old told me that. But I was like, that then this is going to hurt that person. It's not like you didn't know, because you know that you cannot say that to your friend on her face. So you know that it's not something that is nice. So I told her that it is, if somebody does something that annoys you, you have every right to tell them that I am annoyed because you're doing this. I think you don't have to be nice, but you have to use your words kindly. In this world today, I feel like kids have lost their kindness. They're just saying things without even thinking about if it's kind or not. I always tell my child that you don't have to be nice, which I define nice as doing or saying something because you're afraid of hurting their feelings. And I tell her that you don't have to do it just to be nice. If you don't feel like doing it, just tell them that you don't want to do this, but you're going to do this instead, and they can join you if they're interested. But I always tell her that it is very important